Good afternoon. This is Kama with the online talk show Pursuing Your Passion, as well as KamaSpeaksRadio.com. And today, my guest is author Mary DeWeber, and I want to introduce you to her. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you. It's nice to be on here. It's nice to meet you too.
Thank you. And today we're going to be talking about your book, Tangled Heart. So why don't you tell us first a little bit about yourself, and let's talk about your book.
Well, my name's Mary DeWeber. I'm just a mom. That's all I am, and a grandma. About 10 years ago, this book just wouldn't leave me alone. It just kept rolling around in my head, and I finally decided I had to sit down and write it out. So the next thing I knew, well, actually 6 weeks later, I had a book. So anyhow, it sat on the shelf for a long time until a good friend of mine pushed me to get it published, and here we are.
Okay, well, I'm going to correct you because you're saying just a mom and a grandma. Those are two very important roles because I am a mother. I'm not a grandmother yet, and don't plan to be till my children are older and married and settled. But those are important roles, I think. They're like the biggest roles because we play so many parts. So we don't want to downsize your role as a mother.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And so you said you wrote this book in 6 weeks?
Yes, I did. Yes, I just couldn't get away from it. And I had an old Tandy computer, one of the flat ones, and I wrote it on Notepad. So it was interesting. The only complaint I got was from my son, who was a teenager at the time, and he said Mom kept hogging the computer.
Well, 6 weeks is not a long time. He'll be okay.
He survived. Now he has his own computer.
Okay. Now, what made you? Well, first of all, let's talk about what the book is about, and what was it that triggered you to write Tangled Hearts?
Okay, the book is about Emma, who is a girl with a very painful past. She's her former guardian talked her into taking this job at a Colorado cattle ranch, where she meets this gorgeous mountain of a man. and through all this, it's like God just used that to heal her. And to bring her, out of the box. She had closed herself up into so many different little boxes and walls that she wouldn't let anybody to get to her. And so this is it's a story about redemption and forgiveness.
Wow.
With the romance thrown in.
Yeah, everything turns into that because that's just real life, when it comes to just our lives as it is. But we definitely need to read more things about forgiveness and redemption because I believe that's something that's being lacked today in people's lives because so much is happening. So did you know you were going to be an author at any time in your life, or this was just something that was just nagging at you at some point in time?
Well, my mom, I've always read a lot, and my mother told me many times that I should write children's books because I used to tell my kids stories. But the story that kept wandering through my head was not a children's story, and it dealt with a lot of, really painful issues. Mm-hmm. So just one day, I just couldn't stand it anymore. I just sat down and I thought, well, maybe if I just type a little bit of this out, it'll make me feel better. Mm-hmm. And it just kept coming and kept coming. And there it is, the whole book.
Wow. Now, are you thinking about possibly writing more? And is this just the end of the story? Do you have more to come?
I actually have written another book, and
wow.
I'm working on it now. To me, it just wasn't as good, and so I left it on the shelf for a long time. And now I've just gotten it out again. I'm rereading it, and it's taking off in a whole new direction. It's going to be really interesting.
Now, I'm in the middle of writing the book. Literally, I started, I don't know, a couple of months ago. I've written maybe 2 or 3 chapters. I have not picked it up to start again. What is some advice you can give me since you just jumped into it finally and just went off? Because that's something I want to do, but it just seems like it's supposed to take 3, 4, 5 months or even a year. What is some advice you would give someone such as myself or somebody that's even thinking about that journey of writing a book?
Well, take your time first. Don't try to jump in it too quickly. Let the characters kind of develop in your own mind what you're doing with them and who they are. And then just go back and reread the entire thing and see where it goes from there.
Now,
So
did
go
you
ahead.
did you publish your own book?
I published this book through Avery Publishers. It's
Okay.
a new company, and they are absolutely wonderful.
And what do they do exactly for you? Besides, I mean, are they doing more than publishing? Are they doing editing?
They did everything.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yep, they did formatting, editing. I knew nothing. I knew nothing. I had this little simple document that I had on. I finally converted it to Microsoft Word, which helped. But even my Microsoft Word is like 94. So
Oh, wow.
they did a lot of work on it.
Okay. And I'm going to get back into the book. Where did the thought or where did the characters come from your book? Did they stem from people you knew, or was it just something that was all fictional?
I think it's kind of a compilation of a lot of different books that I've read. I've read a lot of inspirational romance books and even some non-inspirational, which I went to the inspirational because I trusted them more not to get me into areas that I really didn't want to get into. So there's some pretty good scenes in here, but you're not going to find any tearing of clothes and things like that. So, but Jake and Emma, they're just kind of I tease my husband and tell him that, of course, Jake's based on him. So,
Oh, wow.
because he's dark with dark eyes.
Oh, wow. Well, that's nice. Yeah, you're blushing when you say that too.
Yes.
Now, what are some other things that you're going to be doing to get your book out there so people can find you?
Well, right now we have our Facebook page, their Tangled Hearts Facebook page, and we also are on Twitter. We're at Google. We're in Google Play. We're in iBooks. Or,
Amazon?
Yes, Amazon.com. And we're also going to be in print at Barnes & Noble and Books A Million in July.
Wow. Now, how does that make you feel? That is great. Congratulations.
Amazing. I'm sorry. It's just amazing.
Yes. Because I've spoken to a couple of authors, and they're on Amazon and smaller bookstores, but Barnes and Nobles, that is huge. So congratulations to you. Have you done? You're welcome. Have you done a book signing or not book? Yeah, a book signing or book release, or is that something you're going to do when you get to Barnes and Noble?
I think we'll probably do it at Barnes and Noble.
Yes. Well, I must say congratulations on what you're doing. Won't you let us know how we can get in contact with you to order a book, how to follow you on Facebook, and your social media pages so that I can send people towards that way?
Okay, we're at Their Tangled Hearts on Facebook and on Twitter, and we're also at Amazon.com. And if you go to our the publishers page, Avery Publishers, Avery Publishing.
Okay.
Publishers. Then they've got all the links there.
Okay. Well, you know what? Is there anything you want to leave with the audience before I let you go?
Oh, yes. Just be true to yourselves. Remember that everything's forgivable. You know, God doesn't just forgive you for one or two things in your past or in your life. He forgives your entire being. When you get saved, you are forgiven.
Yes.
And it's just time to walk on.
Yes. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for being on my show. I truly appreciate it. I'll make sure I have all the links not only on the video, but in the description. And make sure you go and you follow Mary, follow her journey, because she's going to have some more great books coming out. She'll be in Barnes and Nobles, and I'm going to have to just go into Barnes and Noble and go pick up that book, because that's just exciting to be, you know, inside a bookstore. Internet is great, but Barnes and Nobles is so big. So again, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And for those that are watching, you can also always follow me at commaspeaks.com. Again, that's Comma Speaks, GretchenSpeaks.com. You can subscribe to my YouTube, which is For Sale by Comma, and watch some more of my great interviews. And for everyone that is watching, remember, no matter what you do in life, always pursue your passion.